Hey there, Aaron here with Grow. I'm coming to you from Burleson, Texas. It's raining, it's cloudy, it's overcast. It's the third week of April, and we have some yellow yards. Why is my yard not greening up like my neighbor's yard? Or you sprayed my yard the last time and it turned yellow. So, some of these things we're going to get to. Here we go. Turn the camera around. My backyard customer, and a couple things going on is we've had a lot of rain. So, all the yellowing that you're seeing here is because the roots are just getting suffocated. There's no air in the around the roots, and it's not able to take up nutrients. So this is a temporary thing that's going to happen every spring. You're going to have some yellowing in your Bermuda and your St. Augustine zoysia grass, and this grass is being mowed way too tall. And so those are contributing factors here. You can see some excessive thatch buildup, and then the grass is just laying over because it's being mowed too tall. What happens is when the mower goes over, it lays down this grass and then it sits there, and then it just starts growing this way, and the grass will grow around it. And then when you come out in the spring, you have this thick layer of laid over grass on top of your soil, and it'll bunch up like this and clump up. And then when it dries, it's going to turn into like cardboard and block sun, air, nutrients, and all kinds of stuff. And so it just compounds the suffocation of the root problem. So you have too much water, and then you have a really heavy thatch buildup. So that's what's going on in this backyard. I'm going to continue to do some evaluating while I'm here. And there's a bunch of thatch and laid over grass right here in that spot. And this area, this just looks like it's a drought stressed. Now, this is mostly Bermuda, and you have a house here, a two-story house here, a fence. You're going to get some shade. So Bermuda is not going to work that well back here. And it looks like a lot of these plants were planted after the irrigation system was put in. So if they do have irrigation, I'm really curious to know if it's blocking some of the irrigation that's supposed to be watering this grass out here in this entryway to the backyard. Customer's not home, so I can't ask him to turn it on. But for example, here's a sprinkler head right here, and there's a big shrub right here. So that area right there, that head is responsible for this area here, and that shrub is overgrown and blocking that area. That's one challenge. Now, this area here, we have some moss and algae growing, and these are examples of poor airflow, too much moisture and shade, and the conditions that are going to be unfavorable for grass. So you have a customer that planted some grass here, and it's not going to grow because the conditions are unfavorable, and it's a walkway, so a little bit of traffic, and then you have conditions that are unfavorable for grass are going to be conditions that aren't going to work for any kind of grass. So what would work in this area would be a stone walkway, something like that. Grass is not going to work in either one of these houses, right? Too much rain. You see all the rain of the water that's coming through here. It's currently raining. Now, I'm amazed at how much Bermuda is actually growing under the trees in the front yard. It's not going to be from very much longer where this is going to happen, but this grass is being mowed too tall. So we have this grass here, probably somewhere in the 6 to 8 inch range. Too tall, too tall in the front. So I got a bunch of that thatch in this area too. Now the grass has to push through all of that dead grass in the spring, and that's what's causing this lawn to come out slow. If this lawn had got a scalp and bag before April, then it would be fully out of dormancy. Now, I'm really surprised at how much Bermuda they have under this tree, but eventually they're not going to have any. So I would take this landscape, I don't know, this border, this rock border, and I would come out in front of this tree, probably about 5 to 6 feet, and then I would go back that way. And I would turn everything behind that border into some shade tolerant plants. I would not try to grow grass there. So this is whatever grass he does have growing back here is going to be temporary, and the St. Augustine here is not going to work. That's just once the reserves of this sod is used up, that St. Augustine is going to die, along with the St. Augustine that's on the side of the house. Stay tuned to the channel. It's a cloudy, rainy day here in Burleson today, and just checking out this customer. Stay tuned for more lawn analysis tips. Have a good one. Bye.